My name is Chisom Okafor, and I am from Nigeria, but currently live in Alabama, where I am completing my MFA in creative writing at the University of Alabama. I will be reading my poem titled Animalcules. I wrote this poem about 2 years ago in the year 2024 while I was reflecting on what it means to navigate familial relationships in the face of illness. And at the time, I was quite curious about the intersections of memory and personal histories of disability and chronic illness, and how familial relationships are affected by illness or remains unchanged in the face of illness. And so the title of the poem, Animalcules, is a word coined by Dutch microbiologist Anthony van Leeuwenhoek, who accidentally discovered microorganisms in the year 1674, and not knowing what they were at the time, he called them little animals or animalcules. And so I imagined an invasion of little harmful disease-causing organisms in the human body as a major indicator of the beginning of illness, and this was what inspired the poem. Animalcules. What first greets anyone who enters this room is not the medication, not my drooping eyes, not my worn face like Schrodinger's cat tarrying undecided between recovery and relapse, but the old Bible left on the stool just beside my bed where my father's hand can swiftly reach it. At midnight, he flips it open and for a long while stares at the vignette of the Last Supper on the first page as if to crawl inside it and save Jesus from imminent death. Then I hear him recite his favorite Bible verse into his palms, supple with anointing oil, his mouth dense with the book of Isaiah. Ma ndị na-ele anya Onyenwe anyị ga-agbanwe ike ha. Ha ga-agba ọsọ, ike agaghị agwụkwa ha. Ha ga-eje ije, ghara ịda mba. For those who wait upon the Lord shall mount up on wings like the eagle. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Afterwards, he keeps vigil, his breath steady and drawn against the long moon of the night like a snake's hiss. His head is bowed in a catnap, the way St. Francis must have appeared on the night of his first missionary trip, bent with exhaustion. I fall into a trance, and there is an army of bacteria invading my body's defenses, dressed in deceitful clothing. They populate the islets of Langerhans, slice through the sphincter of Odai, infiltrate the Bauman's capsule, graze on the walls of the Cowper's gland, and call around the loop of Henley. While I am left muttering every one of God's name I ever committed to memory. Rapha, Jireh, Sabaoth, which is my most preferred name for God, Sabaoth, a platoon of insurgents caryouting into my body. But it is hard to think about horses when my father's voice stubbornly tickles my ears, and his prayers keep falling like many little animals on my infected chest as I pretend to fall asleep.